Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from sweetstamper.com with the last day of a summer stamp camp. I've been on here every single day this week, well, Monday through Friday. Today's Friday, so it is our last day, and I'm going to change things up again, and we are going to do some treats packaging, and we're going to dig into this adorable little critter stamp set, the Happy Hedgehogs. So I'm going to give it just a couple of minutes for people to find me. And then we're going to do a little bit of review. And then we're going to dig into making some fun little projects with these Happy Hedgehogs. I'm going to be also featuring these really cool bags. Hello, Marcia and Margaret and Corinne. Welcome. I've already got some people here, so this is good. I think everybody's kind of getting in the groove of me being here every night at 7. So it's been a super busy week. We are in the throes of trying to get ready to go away next week to visit our older grandchildren who live in Virginia, and lots of things happening in the house. And, you know, even a toilet broken this morning, so that's always fun. Evidently, there's these toilets, we have 2 of them that we had replaced at one point. They're not even but just a couple years old, but there's a design flaw, and the tank gets a little crack in it. So, yeah, never a dull moment. Really glad that didn't happen while we were gone away. So you're really appreciative of the timing of the Lord. Hey, Tasha and Pam, welcome, welcome. So let me show you what we're going to use, and we're going to do a quick review. Happy Hedgehogs. I think this was actually in the spring catalog a year ago, and then made it into the annual, or I can't remember. Anyway, we've had this for at least a year, I think. And I think it's adorable and so fun to use. There is a coordinating punch. So you can punch out your hedgehog and you can 3D him by punching out his little spines. So the other thing I'm going to be featuring, because we're going to be doing treats tonight, is I'm going to be featuring these really cool bags. Now these are, I won't remember the name of them, I'll list it. But they are the in color bags. Maybe that's the name of them. So you do get the copper clay, you get the boho blue, you get the pebbled path. Let's put copper clay back there. These are all mixed up. Pebbled path, there's the moody mauve, and there is the wild wheat. What's nice is these are really fairly thin, which means they're super easy to use. All of the packaging that Stampin' Up! Has like this, it's food safe. So you can just pop your homemade cookies in there and not worry about it. Having said that, if you put them in here without something, they will typically, you know, the grease from the cookie will kind of bleed through there a little bit. So I would typically wrap that cookie first, even though these are food safe. But you can do a lot of things with these. You can also even cut these and just use this as a piece of designer series paper. Sue, I'm so glad you're here. Yay, you found me online, live. Okay. So before we do the hedgehogs, let me give you a quick review. And I promise it will be very quick. But just to recap, so Monday we did designer series paper, what I call strippy cards. So we did this one to break up really strong, really bright patterns. I mean, really strong colors, really strong pattern. Then we did one where I did 2 cards using the exact same supplies, just to show you that it's really all about the math, getting the measurements straight, and then you get to just play. And you get to arrange them in the way that you like. And it's almost like, you know, kind of like building a wardrobe. But you don't have to worry about if you gained any weight or, you know, if it's not the right size. It's just fun stuff. So, and these, I sent out these tutorials in your email. And then, let's see, the next night, I actually did two more sets of designer series paper cards. So this was the one that my team member, Terry Lynn, gave us this set of dimensions. For our team meeting, we do a mystery card. And then so this is what I did for our team meeting. And then I just did the same thing with another set of the papers from the same package, and then showed you how to take this exact piece and do the ends with our very best trio punch. Then I showed you how to take really strongly patterned paper. That was kind of a theme again. Break it up by using an kind of an oldie but a goodie called triple time. So this is actually the same paper, exact same paper, but look how different it looks depending on the cardstock you put behind it. Then on Wednesday, we did a little bit of paper pumpkin, and this was the May kit. I did this card using just the things that were in the kit, but switching it up. On this one, I added just a little tiny bit of that copper clay ribbon, and I love the texture, and then a few little rhinestones for some shine. Here again, all I did was add some rhinestones. That was it. And then here we brought in those dies, and this is the Grove dies. Did some fun things with that and added some rhinestones. So this was the blending brushes. Yeah, that was a little bit of fun. And then last night I did my little online class. I try to do this once a month. And this is where I demonstrate 4 cards for you using the same stamp set. And then you can earn these cards for free when you place a $35 with my host code. And having said that, if you bring it up to 50, you get these little gems for free. So thank you. Some of you guys have already placed orders, and I really appreciate the orders that have come in from that. Okay, now that's the recap. We're going to play with these, and let me just show you a couple of things. This is a swap I got on my trip. This is a super simple way to use these little bags. So you can see how you can just dress it up a little bit. Oh, now that's kind of cute. I wouldn't put this, now having, this has celebrate your birthday. I would put some kind of chocolate in here. This is a great one for a get well. So if I was doing a get well, I would put that in there. But you know, it had to travel to Norway. So this is a super cute way to use these. I'm going to do a remake. This is 2 of the 5 we did at my team meeting packet. And these are gift card holders. So I'm going to do a gift card holder, but we're going to do it a little bit different. So what you can do here is you've got a little place here where you can write your note. And then you've got a little pocket here where you can put your gift card. Let me grab a little gift card so you can see what I mean. So here, you could just put this little, you could just pop that in, and you can feel it in there. The other thing you can do is you can pop it this way so that's a little bit more visible. And this one here, you can just pop it here or here or here, either one. You've got lots of different ways to do that pocket. So that's the way we're going to do a gift card holder, but first we're going to do a treat bag holder. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to use our trimmer. Now, I'm going to use both the scoring blade and the cutting blade. The easiest way to remember this, hey, Lori, I'm glad you're joining me from Long Beach. Welcome, welcome. So the Stampin' Up! Trimmer is a fabulous trimmer. If you don't have one, you need to add this to your order. The way I like to remember this, because you don't want to mix them up, is a light touch is a light color, and that's going to give you the scoring. A dark color, dark touch is going to give you the cutting blade. So yes, Sue, you will get the tutorial on these. You're on my team, and I believe I've already posted these on the team page, but I'm going to send them all out in a team email. So that's another thing is this is the last day to join with the special. Of course, you can join anytime, but I think joining with this current special is a pretty smart thing to do. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to put just one of these millionaires. Now, I could put 2 in here. This is a Texas thing. So these are made in Texas. They're a fun thing. I actually took some of these with me when I went to Norway to give to various people from, you know, all parts of the United States, from actually all parts of the world. Because we had people there from England, we had people there from New Zealand and Australia and Germany. So just something fun. So if you're ever doing something where you're kind of on an international or even just a U.S. tour, I know like Tasha, she does cruising. So if you have people that you want to give a little something to, these little millionaires are nice. This is pecans and honey caramel covered in milk chocolate. They're a little bit what the Brits call Moorish. You just want to keep eating more. So they're a bit moreish. Hey, Marcia, I'm glad you're joining us from Burleson, another Texas girl. So these are really nice, and they're also just a good way to give a little treat if you just want to give one. Like I said, you could give two, but just one. So what I want to do, instead of just folding this over, I'm going to bring this bag down just a little bit. This is a little bit wide to throw this into. It's going to kind of roll around in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my scoring blade. Now I want to put I want to put the end up here that's flat, and I'm just going to score well, and then I'm going to do the other end, and I'm just taking an inch off both sides. I probably could just take it a ½ inch, but you can kind of do it the way that you want your bag, however, whatever size you want your bag to be. Yeah, Marcia loves the millionaires. There's a lot to love. Now, I can feel that score line, which makes it super easy to bring these sides in like so. Now, you see what I did? I just brought this bag down. I'm actually going to turn it the other way so that it goes on to where the seam is on the back. So I'm just going to bring this down like so. And now, you see, I've got a really nifty little spot to put my millionaire down in there. Just instantly make your bag the size that you want it to be. So what I'm going to do as well, of course, I want to close my bag. So let's see. We'll go this way. Yeah. I'm just going to kind of guesstimate there. Okay, now we are going to put this inside, but we're going to make it super cute. So let's make well, we're going to make one hedgehog. I really like the hedgehogs. Hedgehogs come in grays and browns. I like this pecan pie for the hedgehogs. And what I'm going to do is I'm using early espresso ink. And I'm going to take this larger hedgehog, and I probably need to get my little mat. Get my little mat here. And we are going to actually punch two of these, or not punch, yeah. Actually, we are going to punch two. What we're going to do is stamp him in early espresso. We're going to take our blender pen. This is actually one of the tools I'm giving for as part of my Cards with a Twist. So club members are going to get this blender pen with their kit this month. Hey, Shirley, I'm glad you're here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and bleed out the color. Now, I'm not having to color him at all. Truth be told, blender pens have a little bit of glycerin in them, and so you can use this with any color, and it just really, it bleeds the color. And I think that's going to be super cute. Now, I didn't get any. You always want to make sure your pen is clear. See, I can bring a little bit down here to give him a little bit of definition there on his nose and then on his little leggies. Okay, now I want to punch out one of the backs, and I'm specifically wanting to make sure I get those little spiny bits. So I'm definitely bringing my blender pen right up into that. Now I'm not going to color the rest of him because this is the part I'm going to punch out. Okay. So let's punch out our actual hedgehog first. Is he not shaping up to be super cute? I mean, who doesn't love a hedgehog? Again, this is something that hedgehogs are super cute for men or women, boys or girls. Hey, Elaine, I'm glad you're here with me. Now, I am going to just whack this off. And now I want to get his little back in there. Can I get it in here without, you know what I need. So let's just grab a sticky note and let's create a little handle. So anytime you have a small piece of paper like that, you don't have enough to hang on to it, you just feed it in like that with your Post-it note. Am I doing this right? I think I am. We're going to figure, oh yeah, we are. Okay, so let's just pop that in. Oh, there he is. There he is. Now we're getting him. You got to get all of the, we got to get him just right so I don't cut off his little nose. Okay, so that handle is helping me a lot to get him just right. Okay, so now I can just do a little 3D look here. Bring him like so, pop him up, super cute. Let me get a couple of dimensionals here. And we will just do like so. And let's just get him. I don't think I'm doing this right. You know what? We're going to start over. Ay, ay, ay. We might be doing a single dimensional. Hey, Sherry, I'm glad you're here with us tonight. Where did my little stamp go? Here we go. Let's just punch him out. Let's just punch him out, because I think actually if I'm going to do the other bit, let's just practice this and see what we come up with. Let's do this. Let's learn it together. So if we do this, where's my stamp set? Here is my trusty paper. Yeah, there's something wrong. I'm doing something wrong. I'm definitely doing something wrong. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a single dimensional little guy here. Let's go back to the original plan, and let's not try to be fancy. Oh, Sherry, I'm glad you caught me too. Every time you've been hopping on, I've been hopping off. Sorry about that. I'm typically on Thursdays at 7. And this week I have been on Monday through Thursday, what I call a little stamp camp. So this last night we're doing some treat packaging and a gift card holder. Just to change it up, we did quite a few cards all week. Lots of different types of cards. So I thought, let's just change it up. Do something different. You know, one of the things I love about paper crafting is, you know, you already have the paper and you already have the stamps and the ink. You might as well do some other fun things with it. Okay, here we go. Get our little critter in there. There he is. I do like his colors like that. Okay, now you see where I'm going to go? He's going to go right on there. And this is the copper clay. Now, I did think I've got a couple of options here. I could take this and do like so. I could also take this wild wheat, but I think I like, this is copper clay, so it kind of matches there. And this is going to have my little treat in here. And I have 2 sets of words from the stamp set. I guess I should grab the stamp set, which is probably, here we go. So the font is really cute on this. Finding a friend is the best discovery of all. It's so nice of you to be so nice. I think I'm going to do that smaller one for this. And all I'm going to do is stamp it on this little scrap of basic white. Okay, so Elaine's liking the wild wheat. Okay, now Elizabeth likes the copper. So I'm open for some more votes here. So let me know. I wonder, you know what I wonder? Let's just cut this like so. You know what we possibly could do? Let's just layer it up. Whoa, there we go. What do we think about that? Now we've got the best of all worlds. I'm kind of digging that. Tell me what you're thinking. And I'm going to take this copper clay twine And we're going to make a bow with this. And we're going to wrap around. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so who is that? Okay, so Paulina loves the layers. I think the layers, you know, when in doubt, add more layers. There was some other comment here. Where'd it go? Hey, Christy, you're here too. Welcome, welcome. So let's use this copper clay. And let's go like that. And then, okay, everybody's liking these layers, and I think they're kind of cool. Unexpected. This is what happens when you have, you know, when you have extra die cuts from projects, just keep them, you know, and then you can use them. And this is actually kind of a cool, I like this. All that stitching looks really good. And there's my little guy here. And let's bring this down. And there, it's so nice of you to be so nice. Isn't that cute? And it's just going to be right there. Let's just, instead of flag at the end, sometimes you can just slice the end. So let's put him down first, and I think we're going to pop him up on dimensionals. And then, before I do this hedgehog again with you, I'm going to figure out what went wrong on my little hedgehog back. We'll figure that out. So let's go ahead and put him like so. And then let's just put a little bit of adhesive like so, and we're just going to tuck that in. Okay, that is looking pretty darn cute. Okay, Sue, that's your favorite font. Oh, it is so pretty. You know, it looks like somebody that has really nice handwriting. So now we are ready to, oopsie, tuck in our little treat. Now, what you can do is you can just stick all of this down so that it doesn't get in the way. So this is how we are shortening our bag. And then we can just pop our little Millionaires. Those of you who came on late, I'm using Millionaires. These are a Texas chocolate. Pop that in there. I'm going to close it like so. Now, I'm not going to seal it because I want the person who opens this to be able to just untie it and then have the cute bag, okay? So let's do this. We're going to add a little bit of ribbon all the way around. Not ribbon, it's twine. And we are going to, actually, yeah, that needs to be like that. Okay. So let's just tie that into a little knot, because knots, you know, if you don't tie them too tight, they're pretty easy to negotiate. Now I am just going to bring this down, and my little treat is kind of lumpy, but that's okay. It's kind of rounded in there. But this little guy, I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive like this. I am using the Seal Plus because it's extra strong. And I'm actually doing it in such a way that I think, oh, look at there. That might be kind of fun. I think I'm actually going to be able to get it where it doesn't stick to the twine. Well, now, Candy just figured something out. This is what we should have done to begin with. Okay, so, yeah, these bags, I think they're like $8 or $10. And yeah, when you're doing the cruising, Tasha, this is a great way to just do those little gifties for people. And, you know, you can do all kinds of little treats in here. And just kind of bring the sides down to fit whatever you're wanting to do. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let's go this way. This is what happens when I can't walk and chew gum, so talking while I'm stamping is sometimes a little dangerous, but that's okay. Y'all love me anyway. Okay, that's actually going really well. So now I will put my little hedgehog right there, and there you go. So we're just going to tie this like so, and I am going to tie a knot. Actually, I don't even think I'm going to tie it into a bow. And then, you know what happens? This will just slide off. Okay, so that will just slide right off for your recipient. So super cute, super sweet, and I will say it's very gender neutral. This is a good one for the guys. I mean, this is all, you know, various shades of browns. I know wild wheat is, I call it a yellow, but this is something that you could give out to, you know, if your husband goes to work and you want to give out some little treats. Like Tasha, she goes cruising and she has a whole group of friends. So there's guys and there's girls. Everybody would fall in love with this. I mean, they're just stinking cute. So there's our treat packaging. Now we're going to do something, and let's change it up a little bit. Let's see, which color should I use? We're going to make a gift card holder. Y'all tell me which color you want me to use. I used copper clay there, so let's decide which of these are we going to use: boho blue, pebbled path, moody mauve, or wild wheat. So you can see I've used almost all the wild wheat bags, so you can tell that's been one of the favorites. So I will see. Hey Thelma, I'm glad you joined us. Thank you so much for sharing. And Joyce is liking this. So yeah, several of y'all go cruising, and this is a great way to share with people. And look how cute it is on the back. It's just neat and tidy and very customizable. So let's make okay, pebbled path, boho blue, moody mauve. Okay, we've got, we have a lot of different, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I've got several for moody mauve and several for boho blue. I think I'm going to do moody mauve because this one is really more for the guys, and we'll make this one a little bit more girly, just a little bit. Okay, now we are going to get the trimmer out again. And this time we are going to, all we're going to do is bring this to 4 inches because I want to be able to bring this down for my to hold a gift card. So I'm just shrinking the bag again and folding it to make a pocket. And you can feel right where you ran your what do you call it? Scoring blade. And that is going to form my pocket right like that. I've got my pocket right here. And I also have a pocket right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use just a little bit of adhesive here. And you can do this a couple of different ways. I will say that when you use the liquid glue, I probably should do it here. It gives you more wiggle room, more space here on your pocket, because if you use this, you see how wide that is, and sometimes it'll encroach on your pocket a little bit more than you would like it to. So I can use this for my note. There's plenty of room there. Or let's see, I don't even remember what size these are. These are basically like a 3x4. But again, depending on how wide you've left it. Now that's the other thing. You can just put it in that one and use this pocket for your gift card. Let's just think about doing that. Okay, let's get our little hedgehog going. Because this time we are going to use our wild wheat again, because I think that these colors go really well together. And this time we're not going to punch out our hedgehog. We are just going to layer that up, and we are going to use the smaller hedgehog. Isn't he cute? And that's not going to fit there. We're going to put that on a little tag. So let's go ahead and stamp him. Now, you know what I could do? If you'll bear with me to go get the other ink, let's just put him like so. And, oh, I got one more little finishing touch I almost forgot. Let's pull out the grass, and let's just put a little bit of grass under him. That's going to make it cuter. build a little scene here. So here we go. Let's give him a little grass to stand in. Okay. Now, once again, I'm going to use my blender pen. And let's just get my little scrap here. We are going to blend out. You look at that magic of that blender pen. You see what that's doing? How it's giving all that color. Now, the last time it was on colored cardstock, so it darkened it, but you didn't see it as much. Here, you can really, really see it, and that's giving me enough. That's giving me enough ink to go over there and do his little feet. Now, I can also do this on the grass, and it's just going to bleed that out a little bit. Make it look a little bit more watercolored. Now, because I'm putting this on here, and because this is the Moody Mauve, let's just give him some little, we'll make her a little girl. We'll give her some little Moody Mauve ears. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little bit pink, but, well, maybe I better leave well enough alone. Let's see what happens if we bleed this out a little bit. Oh yeah, now you can tell. Now you can tell there's a little Moody Mauve there, just a tad. And you know, one of the things I really like to do, I did this last night with our little, what critter we were doing. Sometimes if you just put that little bit of blue there, it really helps because you're on that white cardstock and you've already got so much white there that it really kind of helps it. Now I could just make a little tag like that, but I think it's a little bit too much. I kind of like that. I think we're going to go with it. What do you think, folks? I think we're going to do the same thing, because that actually worked really well to bring that through, and it kind of is going to highlight, if I can find the end. Anybody got a tip on how to get this started? There we go. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to wind this around, and this is perfect for if you just have like a little $5 Starbucks gift card, if you have a grocery gift card, anything like that. This is a perfect little, just a little gift card. So let's do this, and let's go here. And you know what I think I'm going to do? So I think I'm going to make one more with the boho blue, because that was the other one that was really coming through with a lot of requests. So let's see if we can just take some of these scraps here and do another one with boho blue. Okay, so that is going to work very well. Let's go ahead and stick this down, and we're just going to use some seal. This is why, like on something like this, I really don't want to be using liquid glue, because I don't want that wet. I want something that dries immediately and isn't going to make my bag buckle, which sometimes your liquid glue will do that. I do love the liquid glue, but I know some people use it exclusively, and I use it sparingly. Hey, Mary, I'm glad you are here with us. We are making a gift card holder at the moment. We've made one treat bag. I think we might make one more. Let's just see what we come up with here. This time I am going to make a bow. I've got a little bit of pink going here. Let's see. This is the Moody Mauve, kind of a rosy pink. Very tiny bow. Now, because this bow is so, I don't want it going anywhere because it's pretty small, and I don't want it coming undone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a mini glue dot somewhere. Let's see, I'm going to use some of these. There we go. So anytime you have a bow and you want it to just stay put, just grab your mini glue dot, put it underneath there, and that's going to secure that so it doesn't go, flying around where I don't want it to be. Let's trim this down a little bit, and let's put our little hedgehog like so. Super cute. And then we don't technically have to have a word on here. However, I think it would be fun. Now, what I can do, ooh, just had a great idea. Let's take our little card that we're going to put here. We can put this here like so. So why don't we just put this little guy, and we've got our words. Finding a friend is the best gift of all. So let's take our, we're still using the same. I'm just going to put it right down here because this is going to go inside, and I'm going to put this little guy right here. And that's going to go inside. So I have just enough room. Yeah, the little hedgehogs, this is a cute stamp set. You're right, Paulina. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab my blender pen. Again, I'm just using a little bit of, this is just the, all I've used is a early espresso ink pad. Look how much interest I can get with that one ink pad. I am going to come in here with my, what color ink is this? Moody Mauve. And let's just blend this out a little bit. Okay. Let's come back in here. I'm not even going to ink this up again. Well, maybe I better. Oh, we did use a little bit of grass. We did get an olive ink pad out for a little bit of grass. So we just do a little bit here and a little bit there. Ah, I like it. So now this is going to go right down in here. I'm not going to put a greeting on the outside. You see how that's hidden? And then I have enough room right here to put my gift card so that when, oh, it's upside down, I guess it doesn't matter. So when somebody looks here, there's something inside there. And there's my little room for my note. And last but not least, I'm going to grab some of these because these are on, I think they're unorderable right now, but they're awfully cute. And these are the in color. I think I'm just going to grab one like this. These are the in color dots. Look how cute. Oh my gosh, they are adorable. Where else do I want to put one? Maybe two, and then maybe three, like so. Super cute. So this is our little gift card holder. This is using the Moody Mauve. Now, this is the one we did for the guys, and you don't have to add anything. You could add a few little dots here if you wanted. But you know, I almost think, I don't know. I almost think that you need to leave this alone because, especially for the guys, they tend to not like as much embellishment. Hey, Maria, I'm glad you are here from Michigan. My son's getting ready to move to Michigan. What part of Michigan are you in? He's going to be in Clarkston. Oh, Barbara, you came and joined us. So here we go. While I'm getting ready to sign off, we're doing great on time, and I have one more of these little millionaires. So let's just make another one of these bags. Let's grab a little bit of boho blue and see what we can come up with based on the scraps we have here. And let me look at my little die cut box. What do we think about this? Now, this, haha, look at there. One of the color combos that they recommend is, Stampin' Up! Recommends, is Orchid Oasis with the boho blue. So you're in Saginaw, an hour north. Oh, So your sister lives in Clarkston. Okay, very cool. I'm actually my husband and I are really considering going up there this fall to visit. We've never been to Michigan, and it's like, yeah, this is a great time to go visit. Okay, so this time we're going to do it a little bit different, and I think we are going to, this is a smaller, and I'll show you, see what I'm going to do. This is a die cut I didn't use, so we're just going to cover it. And I think that once again, I'm just going to use, this is a smaller circle, yes, yeah, see how much smaller that is? I think this is a 2-inch circle. So this is why you have those little die cuts in your box that are just kind of ready to be used at a random time. Ooh. Well now, let's not do the hedgehog this time. Let's just change it up a little bit and live on the wild creative side. Okay, here we go. Let's just go with the little bird. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so stinking cute. Now we're going to get a little bit of, let's see, let's do a blue flower maybe. Let's bring in the boho blue. You know, one of the nice things about the Stampin' Right markers, and they just reconfigured them, that's why they have changed them up a little bit. One of the biggest changes is the bullet point is a much more of a bullet than our old ones. But what's really nice about the end colors, a set of 5 markers you get, I think it's like $15. So, hey, Sarah, I'm glad you're here. And Lori is here. Yeah, this bird is super cute. So I'm not doing a sympathy card. I'm doing a treat, another little treat holder. And I had this. So I'm like, okay, I could flip it over, but it's really not necessary because I'm going to cover it up. So that's why you kind of keep and hang on to those things. So there's my little bullet point. And I'm just going to make a little blue flower. And let's use our blender pen to bleed out this early espresso ink. And this is going to look like a little sparrow. You know, sparrows are quite common, but they're still pretty cute. And let's do a little bit of blending out this color here. Oh, now guess what we could do there? With that little blue flower, we could take one of these little guys right here. I'm glad you guys like creating with me, because this is the way I love to create, just create on the fly. Oh my gosh, I think that's stinking cute. Okay, let's get that grass again, and let's get our old olive ink pad. Here we go. And I mean, this is just going to be super, super simple. And we're still going to manage to put a little greeting on here. Oh my gosh, I love it. You know what? I'm really glad that a couple of y'all, there were several people who had weighed in on wanting to use the boho blue. And I thought, you know what? Let's just go ahead and use what we have left here. I had pulled out several of these circles that were in my little tub, my little box of die cuts. And I thought, well, let's just see what we can do with those, which ones we're going to use. It's like, why not? We have another millionaire here. Oh my gosh, I love that with the Orchid Oasis behind it. So let's get our little bag, and let's once again trim down the sides. Oh, Gina, you're here. Yeah, the birdie is cute, isn't he? The artwork on this is really outstanding. And let me just point out to you, it's only an $18 stamp set. It's a really good value. All of the artwork is just really sweet. And remember, you can still place an order through 10 o'clock tonight and get the projects from last night for free. So my online card class, 4 cards, you get the card packets for free with a $35 order. If you bump it up to $50, then I add in the tinsel gems. And all that gets mailed to you mid-July, because like I said, we're going to be away all next week. You know, we've got kids living everywhere, so that's really helpful when we want to go visit something. Here we go. So let's bring this in like so. And all I did for y'all who came in later, because this is the second go round on this, I am using my Seal Plus because I want this to really stay. I'm basically just shrinking down a bag. This is the in color bags, and I'm going to shrink this down, and then I'm just not even going to measure this, but I'm going to fold it over about like so. I'm going to end up putting that little guy right there. Is he not adorable? Thank you very much. Ay, ay, ay. I'm in love with him. Oh, he's so cute. Here's my other words. I'm getting a little carried away. You know what? Maybe we need to have a little bit of blue. Let's get a little boho blue going there. Let me get my scrap box real quick. Every time I do one of these week-long Facebook Live things, I do them once, maybe twice a year. And I always, by the time I'm at the end, I'm like, I'm tired, but I'm having a great time with you guys. Okay, here we go. Let's just take a little scrap. Might be too wide. Let's do a 1/2 inch. And let's do... Where's our greeting? Right here. Will it fit? Oh yeah, only barely, but it does fit. So again, we're using early espresso. Now, I will say one of the things I love about the early espresso in this, instead of using tuxedo black and blends markers, is you see how we get a much softer look. So this is not nearly as stark as black. And by blending out the color, you get almost like a watercolor look with very little effort. So let's see if this will fit. It's so nice of you to be so nice. Not quite. Let's go here. It's a little bit too skinny. You can't read the words. Okay, it's so nice of you to be so nice. Okay, so do we want to put some ribbon around here? Yeah, we do. So this is our twine, the in color twine, in color bags is what we're using tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our millionaire bar down in here, and you can shrink these bags however much you want to shrink them. But I don't want my millionaire bar rolling around in, let me show you. So here's the original size. If you just leave it flat and you have one little bar down in there, it almost looks like you're being chinchy, you know? So, okay, so Marsha likes the blending on the early espresso. Yay, yay. So now we're just going to fold it down like this, and then we're just going to roll this around and tie in a little knot. And that means that whoever gets this can just slip it off. Now, the other thing you could do, so I was talking about Tasha, Joyce, some of you girls that do some of this, you do some cruising. If you wanted to give out bags, you could do the little birds for the girls and the hedgehogs for the boys. These would be super cute for birthday parties, but I think, yeah, when you're giving just a little gifty on something like a cruise, this is a nice way to do it. And I had that idea because this is what I did. So I was just on a cruise, and this was the little millionaires were the perfect thing to give. So I'm just going to put a fair bit of adhesive on here because I do have a rounded object underneath here. But this will just slide right off. And I'm going to tuck my greeting right underneath there. And voila, we have used boho blue. Oh. Well, let's see what we can do here. It fit really well here. Oh, I think I didn't shrink the bag as much. Oh, what I could do, okay, let's go back to square one. Let's bring the words down a little bit farther, and then we can pop it right underneath. So, you know, when you start with a set of supplies, the nice thing is you can just keep working with them. So look at there. No, it's still not. Yeah, it's just not going to work. Ah, what I could do is just like that. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have like that little hidden message on the back. Unless, nope. Oh, haha, haha. It's going to work. Candy is going to persist until it does work. It's so nice of you to be so nice. Let's bring this down here and bring this down here. And we could probably even bring this down here. Haha, look at there. It's so nice of you to be so nice. Nope, needs to go here. Haha. Oh, I just solved it. I just needed to trim it down, and now we're there. Okay, see, you just kind of have to keep going sometimes. So there is our little bird treat, which was the bonus treat tonight. So my intention was to do the hedgehog tonight with the little treat, and then a hedgehog gift card holder, which is where? Here we go. So my intention was to do just the hedgehog. But you know what happened? You start creating. This one's done with the copper clay. This one's done with the, let me move this, with the Moody Mauve. But you know what happens is then I started creating my little note for inside. Here's my gift card here. See, that's what's nice. You have two pockets. And once we started making that little bird, it was like, well, there were some people who wanted this done in boho blue. So it was like, well, let's just see what we can do with the blue. And I liked the bird. So yeah, that's kind of the way it goes. But you know what? If you just had these on hand, that's the other thing. You know, when school starts in August, if you're going to your doctor's office, keeping some of these in your handbag would be those really lovely little random acts of kindness, excuse me, for your hairdresser, for, you know, doctor's appointments. I know we do a lot of PT. You know, all of those people who help you and serve you, these would be such nice little things to do. Okay, so Sue, you like the blue and you like the bird. Okay. So I will take some pictures of these, and I will post all the, I will post the instruction. Well, they'll be just kind of inspiration sheets because these are just die cuts and punches, but I'll list all the supplies so that you have them. Really celebrating our new in colors, and that is the last night of our summer stamp camp. So I hope I have inspired you tonight to get some of these bags, have some fun with them. You can do gift cards, you can do treats. Again, you can make your treats whatever size just by bringing the bags down a little bit. And I hope that if you don't already have Happy Hedgehogs, that you're going to get this. It's just too good to pass up. $18. Now, and the punch, where'd the punch go? Here we go. The punch is, it's 22 probably because it's a builder punch, but it's like, you know, why not? So somebody is wishing me a great trip. Thank you so much, Gina. I appreciate that. Somewhere in here, I had my host code note. I'll put it on the, I'll put it here on the post. So if you want to put a last minute order in tonight, as long as you place it by 10 o'clock with my host code, I will send you the card projects packets from last night. So thank you so much. I'm so glad you're inspired. I appreciate that. I appreciate your feedback. Oh, these would be great treats for airline staff. Great idea, Marcia. I love it. So let me tell you, a lot of people are not loving on the airline staff, so that would probably be really, really welcome. Okay, that's it for tonight. I will see you a week from today, but I will have some posts that are scheduled to be on here. So to give you a little bit, if you didn't catch some of my earlier videos, I'll post them so that nobody misses out. That is it for tonight. Thank you so much. Take care and God bless.